1980.
Listen to what this man is saying.
I drove a trash truck, right? For $6.25 an hour, but $9.50 an hour for overtime. Okay. But that's what I did during the day. But at night, I sold financial services, and I learned about how money worked. And guess what? I learned how to get my money working harder, so I didn't have to work so hard. That's one of the reasons you have to work so hard is because your money's unemployed. You're working for money, but money's not working for you. Okay, this book is $20. It'll change your life if you read it and do it. If you don't read it and don't do it, it won't change your life. If you read it and don't do it, it won't change your life. It's $20. They have them for sale in the bookstore. Or is it the bookstore? Is that what it's called? Okay, what is it? Church LV store. Okay, and then this is my financial literacy brain in a book. This book, the principles of this book help me never to be broke again. So, boom, there's that book. There's this book. This is called Boss Moves. Boss is an acronym. It stands for Business Optimization Success Secrets. I have clients that pay me. I want you to, not because this makes me some cool dude. I'm just a cool dude. No, I'm just kidding. Not that, I'm really kidding. Don't hate me for that. I told y'all I think I'm funny. But it stands for Business Optimization Success Secrets because I have clients that pay me $40,000 an hour to coach them. And when I coach them, I coach them on the stuff in this book. I have clients that pay me $55,000 a year, $375,000 a year, $1 million a year to coach
to make more money.
This is what I do. Stuff in this book is what I teach them. It's $30. If you buy it online, you pay $30 plus you pay $10 shipping. I ship them out here on my own dime, so you wouldn't have to pay for shipping. Take advantage of it if you'd like. Okay, so I'm done talking about the books because I don't want anybody to think I'm just trying to sell you something, because God knows I don't need your money at all. But you need these principles. You don't necessarily need these book principles because all the principles are in here. They're in the Bible because all truth belongs to God. So if you have a Bible, you don't even have to buy the books, but you're just going to have to study them. Okay, so we've gotten that all up. So I'm going to share with you all the most mind-blowing, one of the most mind-blowing principles. I have this company that's worth tens of millions of dollars that just reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like for you to come and speak at our conference. Okay, how much do you charge? I charge $250,000 for me to come speak at a conference. $250,000. I don't say, well, $250,000. It's $250,000.
What?
If they flinch, they're not the one.
They're not the one, my G.
And I'm okay with that. Okay? Where do you get the intestinal fortitude to tell somebody they're going to have to pay you $250,000 to come talk to a group of people for an hour? Where do you get that from? I got it from the Bible. By the way, I'm going to show it to you.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creator.
So, why am I spending so much time talking about what I'm going to talk about before I start talking about it? Because the stuff that I teach is not new, it's old.
Yes.
But still, somehow people have never heard it before. And so,
they ain't read the dang Bible.
But if you see it, you won't be able to unsee it.
They talk about they're Christian, but they ain't read the Bible.
So I built this business on the business model of King Solomon.
Seriously.
And they want me to come speak for them. My speaking fee's $250,000.
And you could charge that.
If I have to fly there, they have to pay my private jet fee because I'm not flying commercial.
Good morning, people.
You say, why? Because I don't want to do it anyway. You say, what? None of it. I don't want to do any of it. I would rather play golf, play with my granddaughter, or play my guitar, or hang out with my wife.
But I don't care. About that, though.
So if you're going to make me do something I'd rather not do,
you got to pay.
I'm going to make you pay me an amount you'd rather not pay. I'm not confused.
Real talk, man.
If you say, why don't I pay you?
Great.
You want somebody else. I literally had a guy, if I named him, you'd know who he is. He wanted me to come speak at a conference he had in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and he had one of his guys say, hey, this person wants to know if you'll come speak at his conference.
It's cold.
How much is it? It's $250,000 plus $11,000 an hour for my jet fee all the way to Las Vegas. That's $55,000 there, $55,000.
$5,000. You can charge people whatever you want
to. All the hotels, all the food, all
And those who are gonna pay, they'll pay.
$250,000 plus. And he said, well, I don't know if he's going to want to do all that. And I said, then I know he doesn't want me.
Yes.
Like, I didn't call y'all. I was sitting there.
So if you're selling something, don't ever go down on your price. Don't ever go down on your price. You go down on your price, you go down on your life because you're spending time on that, my
got me confused with somebody else. Don't play with me. Okay, so he called me back later. Yeah, they're not interested. He thought you might want to do it for the exposure. Exposure?
Bro, I'm already exposed. What's good?
Okay. So.
It's a bumpy ass road. I'm sorry, y'all.
So.
It's like,
where does all this certainty come from?
All right, we're out of the bumpy parts now. I'm sorry, y'all, for the
This whole perspective that I have. What makes you think you're $40,000 an hour? Man, you crazy. You're right, I am. But I'd rather be crazy and rich than sane and broke.
Yes.
I'm crazy.
I'd rather be crazy for thinking that people are going to buy your stuff and actually sell it and not try to buy your stuff and be
then
broke.
Maybe start sharing.
Fuck that, man.
So I'm going to read.
Fuck that.
I'm going to read 1 Kings chapter number 3.
Read something to them so they'll know what's up.
I'm going to read down.
This is from the Bible, y'all.
To verse number 13.
This is for real, bro.
In fact, I'm going to read down to verse
The
number
Bible don't want you to be broke.
And I'm going to share with y'all some
God
things
don't want you to be
that
broke.
you maybe read before, but you probably
What
haven't
did I say?
seen before.
What's happening, bro?
And
Sis? What's happening,
some people
y'all?
wonder,
What's happening?
man, this stuff you get in the Bible, how do you get this stuff out of the Bible? I
Read it.
am a remedial reader. I don't have the ability to speak.
Good day to y'all.
I read so slow, I'm not even fast enough to read slow.
I care about what I think about.
Say, what does that mean? I read slower than slow.
If I wasn't beautiful, most
And
people
because I
wouldn't
read so
be here,
slow,
my G.
I think about a whole bunch of stuff in between the words
You hate
and
good
in
shit,
between the lines.
Ooh,
And
that
so
motherfucker stop
one of the
playing
things I
with
share
me,
with people is we need to treat the Bible more like a school zone and less like an interstate. Slow down so some learning can take place.
Yes.
So I'm gonna read the first 14 verses. Here we go.
Oh, I put
And Solomon made an affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David until he had made an end of the building of his own house and the house of the Lord and the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sacrificed in the high places because there was no house built unto the name of the Lord until those days. And
now, when
Solomon
you talk about God, you're going to lose a lot of people.
Lord.
When you talk about
Walking in the
justice, you're going to
statutes
lose
of
a lot
David
of
his
people.
father, only he sacrificed and burned incense in the high places. And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place, and 1,000 burnt offerings.
And 1,000 burnt
Solomon
offerings.
offered on
You hear
that
that?
altar. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared unto Solomon in a dream by night, and God said, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, thou hast showed unto David, unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy, according as he has walked before thee in truth, righteousness, and uprightness in heart with thee, and thou hast kept for him this great
it don't matter if you do or don't.
Thou shouldest,
I don't
that thou hast
take
given him a son to sit on his throne as it is this day, and now...
See, the thing is when you're doing something right, you're going to have a lot of people that do something wrong towards you. So it is what it is, my G. I just keep doing what I do, and I keep motivating people on a daily basis. If you don't want motivation, that's on you. If you do want motivation, listen to the word. It ain't even about me. I don't care what I look like or nothing like that. It's about the word, my G. I'm out here trying to be healthy and happy, bro. I ain't trying to be appealing to people, bro. I got a wife. So I don't give a fuck what nobody else thinks but my wife, my G, straight up.
And the speech pleased the Lord. Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, and hast not asked riches for thyself, nor hast thou asked for the life of thine enemies, thou hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Behold, I have done according to thy word. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like unto thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. Woo! And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days. And if thou wilt walk in my ways and keep my statutes and my commandments as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. Woo!
Like I said,
I'm exhausted reading
that's
that.
what I'm talking about.
Father, I thank you that your word is truth. I pray that your spirit would speak to us in ways that we've not allowed your spirit to speak to us in the past. Open our minds and our eyes that we might behold wonderful things out of your word, and we bless you for it in the name of Yeshua. Amen. Solomon. Now, there's a passage in Romans that says the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scripture, might have hope. That word hope is not a wish. That word hope is a well-founded, well-grounded expectation for the future. So God gave us some stories in the Old Testament to show us patterns, principles, promises, precepts, prophecies, and prayers that give us the ability to make predictions about outcomes in the future, so we can position ourselves in the right place at the right time, so when God gets ready to bless, we are under the spout where the blessing comes out.
With the bucket.
And so this story about Solomon, it's not just about Solomon. It's a story that shows us a pattern and the things that Solomon did. And he did so many things. These are just the things it's talking about he did in chapter number 3. Wait till you see the stuff he did in chapter 4. Wait till you see the stuff he did in chapter 10. It's mind-blowing. So I'm gonna cover as much ground as I can, according to Pastor Benny, before the sun comes up. Okay. It ain't gonna be like that, because I still have to pack my clothes tonight for when we get at the hotel in the morning. So the first thing we see is that Solomon, the king, David's son, the first thing we see about him, because we know who he is, we know that he is a person who is not perfect.
True.
It's the first thing we see. It says, and Solomon. Now, all I need to know about Solomon is know his name, know what the rest of the story. Who is Solomon's mama? Bathsheba. Who is Solomon's dad? David. What was the story between David and Bathsheba? David committed adultery with Bathsheba, had her husband killed, received judgment fourfold on his family for that sin. Solomon was the second child born to Bathsheba from David, out of a relationship that by the biblical principles, it shouldn't have happened. You might think right now, I'm an imperfect person. I'm not smart enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not skilled enough. I don't have enough education. Something in my life is missing. If there was anybody who had something missing in their life, it was Solomon. He got off to a bad start. Can you imagine how his brother? Yeah, that's Solomon. You know who his mama is.
That's like Abraham.
Dad messed up on that one, didn't he?
That's
right?
like Abraham. They say,
see, now David messed up.
But he didn't have any kids until
Bathsheba messed up. But God didn't mess up. You might have got here through a mess. But the mess that you came through doesn't make you a mess. You may come from a home where your parents concluded that they made a mistake and they got married and then they got divorced. And they said, our marriage was a mistake. You might think, well, if their marriage was a mistake, I was born to them, so you ain't a mistake. God don't make mistakes.
Amen. Say, God don't make mistakes.
You are here by divine design.
Yes.
Solomon was an imperfect person. So if you are an imperfect person, you got a really good shot at doing well. He was a person who wasn't perfect. But that ain't all. It says, and how else do I know he wasn't perfect? Some of the stuff he did, this joking man, Solomon made some good moves, but man, he made some huge mistakes. So one of the things that Solomon did, so I'm not going to write these on the board because I'm going to wait till I get to the business model. I'm going to share these with you. You write them down best you can, fast as you can, and then when I get to the business model, I'll start writing those down. Okay, because there's only 3 points. Everything I do before I get to these 3 points is all introduction, so you can know how we got here. Okay, so we see next that it says Solomon, but it says Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt. and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David. That word affinity literally means a contract. He made an agreement. What did he do? He married Pharaoh's daughter. Why? Because Egypt was a powerful nation. Solomon said, if I marry Pharaoh's daughter, and me and Pharaoh's daughter have some babies, they're Pharaoh's grandbabies. In order for Pharaoh to come and attack us, he has to kill his own grandbabies. He ain't gonna do that, because grandmamas and granddaddies don't kill their own grandbabies. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a partnership. So Solomon, he procured some powerful partnerships. I'm gonna tell you something. Partnerships are one of the fastest paths to profits that exist in business. In fact, until you become a person of renown, whatever that means in the arena in which you are in, the fastest way for you to create massive profits is for you to partner with people who are already people of renown.
Here's how to take your money to that next level. With Robinhood Gold, you can instantly start earning 3.5% APY.
My commercials be about bread.
People who are already people of renown. Can I tell you something? Anybody here sell insurance? Where are my insurance people? Anybody sell insurance? Okay, a couple insurance people in the back. Great. Anybody in here sell real estate? Where are my real estate people? Okay, a couple real estate people. Congratulations. Okay, anybody sell cars? Any car sales people in here? Sell automobiles? Nobody sells automobiles. Anybody in multi-level marketing? Okay, a couple of y'all. Good. Anybody in here have their own consulting business? And it's like, okay, perfect. Okay. Can I tell y'all the secret, the master key to having success as an entrepreneur or as a salesperson who sells real estate or sells insurance or sells multi-level marketing, or you sell coaching, or you sell books, or you sell speaking, you have your own business, maybe you have an agency where you sell advertising. Can I tell you the master key? Okay.
Listen.
The number one determining factor, like this is so far past anything else that you're gonna find, like whatever's in second place, you can't even see it in a rearview mirror. You ready? The linchpin, the number one determining factor that determines how well you're gonna do in sales is this. Who is the person that made the offer? That's it. More important than the product, more important than the service, more important than the real estate deal, more important than the insurance policy, more important than the make or model of the car, more important than the network marketing company's compensation plan, more important than the network marketing company's products. The most important component in any business deal is who is the person making the deal. What does that mean? I'm going to show you. Ready? Your phone rings. Ring, ring. Everybody say hello. Hey, this is Joe Schmo from Kokomo. I've got a coaching program. We're looking to coach 12 people into becoming millionaires over the next 12 months. Would you like to be considered as one of those? Click. You're done. Why? Why did you hang up? You don't know Joe Schmo from Kokomo. But your phone rings again. And this time it ain't Joe Schmo from Kokomo. It's Damon John from Shark Tank. It's Robert Herjavec. It's Mr. Wonderful. It's Oprah Winfrey. It's somebody who you know is a business mogul or a business maven, and they say, hey, we've got a coaching program, and we're looking to coach 12 people into making $1 million in the next 12 months. We saw you on LinkedIn, and we'd like to consider you as a candidate. Are you interested? Yes. What do I have to do? You didn't ask how much it costs. You didn't ask where you have to go. You didn't have to ask what you have to sacrifice. You just said yes. Why did you say yes to one person and no to the other person, and you knew the exact same details about both offers? Why? Because the person who brought you the second offer was noteworthy. So Myron, what are you saying? I'm saying the way for noteworthy. You to experience success in any arena that you've put your foot into is to become the person people say yes to before they know what the offer is. Say what? Become the person people say yes to before they know what the offer is. What does that even mean? Okay, I'm going to show you what it means. There was this individual a few thousand years ago. He had a presentation that was extremely short. But it was so powerful, people left their families, they left their business, they left their homes, they left their towns, and they followed him around the countryside as he healed people and gave speeches. His name was Jesus. Here's what he said: follow me. Presentations can only get one word shorter than follow me. And people left everything. Now, I heard this man named Jim Rohn ask this question: how could Jesus have a presentation that was so short and yet so powerful? Is that a good question, yes? You know what his answer was? Because of all that he was that he didn't have to talk about. And then he said this: too many people attempt to make up in words what they lack in substance. What do we all learn from that? If we will become more, we can say less.
Motherfucker! I'm sorry for cursing, for real.
You know, there's a way that you can do that.
All
You know
right,
what,
love
you know what it's
y'all. Have
called?
a good day.
It's called serve people, love people. It's called prove